Welcome to another TOEFL listening practice video. In this video, you will listen to a conversation, answer some questions about it, review the correct answers and explanations. Channel members can download their worksheets in the Community tab of the channel. Don't forget to subscribe for more TOEFL listening practice.
Hi, Dr. Patel. Thanks for meeting with me. I wanted to talk about tutoring options for my quantitative research class. I've been attending the online sessions, but I'm not sure I'm getting the most out of them.
I'm glad you reached out, Megan. Hybrid tutoring can be really effective, but it does require some strategy. Can you tell me what feels less effective about the online sessions?
Well, the tutor is great, but I find it hard to stay engaged on Zoom. I sometimes multitask, and it's not the same as being in the learning center. I miss that sense of focus and accountability.
That's a very common experience. The online format offers flexibility, but it can blur boundaries. Have you tried combining both formats? For example, doing the problem-solving parts in person and keeping the theory discussions online?
I didn't realize that was an option. I thought I had to choose one or the other.
Not at all. The tutoring program is deliberately hybrid now. Many students schedule one in-person session a week for hands-on practice, and then use online drop-ins for follow-up questions. It tends to reinforce learning from both directions.
That sounds ideal. The tutor mentioned a shared whiteboard tool online, but I found it a bit clunky. Do most students prefer physical worksheets?
It depends on their learning style. Some use a tablet and stylus, so the digital board feels more natural. But others, like you, find that physical writing helps with memory and focus. The key is identifying which medium keeps you cognitively active, not just passively listening.
Right. I think I tend to zone out when I'm not physically writing or drawing something.
Exactly. You might try blending. Review materials on the digital platform, but take handwritten notes and upload a photo afterward. That way, you maintain engagement but still have everything centralized online.
That's a great idea. Another issue I've had is communication. Online, it sometimes feels awkward to ask for clarification or interrupt.
That's a good observation. In virtual sessions, there's often a slight delay or lack of visual cues. You can use the chat function or nonverbal reactions to signal when you're confused. Tutors are trained to read those signals now, but you can also establish ground rules at the start of each session.
Like letting them know I might type questions instead of speaking?
Exactly. Setting those expectations early helps both sides. Hybrid tutoring works best when both tutor and student consciously shape the interaction.
That makes sense. Do you think the hybrid model is here to stay, or is it just a post-pandemic experiment?
Oh, it's absolutely here to stay. In fact, many universities now see hybrid support as a permanent feature. It increases accessibility. Students who commute, have jobs, or live off campus can still receive consistent help.
True, I have a part-time job, so being able to schedule an online session at night is a lifesaver.
And from a pedagogical perspective, hybrid tutoring encourages metacognitive awareness. Students have to plan, reflect, and adapt their learning strategies. That's something traditional tutoring often overlooks.
I hadn't thought about it that way. It's almost like part of the learning process is learning how to learn in both spaces.
Exactly. Hybrid learning doesn't just deliver content, it trains flexibility. The key is to stay intentional rather than reactive. Use each mode for what it's best at.
I'll definitely try that. Maybe I'll schedule one in-person session a week and keep one online for follow-ups.
That sounds like a solid plan. Keep track of what works for you. Maybe jot down what kinds of questions are easier in each format. That reflection will make your study habits even stronger.
Thanks, Dr. Patel. I already feel like I have a clearer structure now.
Glad to hear it, Megan. And don't hesitate to share feedback about the hybrid model. We're continually refining it based on students' experiences.
Will do. Thanks again for your time.
My pleasure. Good luck with your research class, and enjoy exploring what combination of learning tools works best for you.
One, what is Megan's main reason for meeting with Dr. Patel? 2. According to Dr. Patel, how do most students benefit from combining in-person and online tutoring? Three, when Dr. Patel says, the key is identifying which medium keeps you cognitively active, what does he mean? Four, what can be inferred about the university's view of hybrid tutoring? Five, what does Dr. Patel suggest Megan do to maximize the effectiveness of hybrid tutoring?